everyone and welcome to the channel. In my last video you might have seen me set some of these with the Eco casting powder, and I just want to have a little experiment today and see whether or not I can colour these with alcohol inks and add a bit of a stamped impression to make a bit of a pendant. So before I do anything, there is a little bit of a lip edge on the back, so I do want to sand that away. So I'm just going to use a sanding block and do that off to the side so I don't get a lot of dust on my desk, and then we'll come back once I've sanded that. I've given them a light sand. It's really easy. It doesn't take a lot of sanding to get these looking fairly neat. I'm just going to grab a piece of paper because I am going to colour over these, so I'll just put that underneath. And I have some different alcohol inks. These are just the Born alcohol markers that you can get from your normal Officeworks supply shop. And I wondered whether or not you could actually colour over your Resin-Crete samples with this ink. So that's what I'm going to try out today. It took acrylic paint really well the other day, so I'm assuming that the same will be said of just the alcohol markers. I don't have my glasses on at the moment, so it's making it a bit hard to see, but we'll do it all by touch today. All right. I'll use the other side of the alcohol marker to get into those more tricky parts. This seems to be going on no problem at all. The Resin-Crete itself is quite porous, so I don't think there's any real issue. I'm just going to put it down flat while I do this bit. And alcohol ink is amazing because it is a little bit forgiving in terms of not leaving a lot of streaky marks, as opposed to things like acrylic markers or acrylic paint markers. So I should be able to get a nice flat finish on these. I'll just go over it a couple of times, and I'll use the other end to get into that top piece of the heart. Alright, once that's dry, which it almost is, I'm going to do the back as well, because as you know, when you have a pendant on, it can flip around and you can sometimes see the other side of that pendant, so it's nice to have a bit of colour on the back of that as well. You can see the lip from the sanding a little bit. Just make sure you've got colour on all the way around. So in terms of can you use alcohol markers on Resin-Crete, the answer to that is yes. So far, so good. Let's see how the rest of this project goes. Alright, and I'm putting a lot more on. So there's the red. So I don't know what that colour was. Was that wine red? And this one is geranium. So yeah, why not? Let's just do geranium. So I'll do the same with this heart, and then I'll come back and show you the next step. Just going through some of my supplies. I do have this Memento ink, but I don't know that it is waterproof. It actually smudged down here. My StazOn, which I know would be perfect for this job, is dry. It's gone. It's actually not even soft there. So that's a supply that's seen the better days. But I do have this Ranger archival ink, which has still got a little bit of tack to it, so we might just be able to pull this off today as an experiment. And I've got these stamps. Now I don't know where I got these from, but they're all really pretty and floral, and I thought that the one here, this one here, might be a nice one to try for today's experiment. And the other one, probably this border one here, that one might be okay. Why not? Let's just try. So what I'm going to attempt to do is use some of this ink just to put an impression on the hearts prior to sealing them off and getting them ready to have a piece of chain put through them. And the only thing that I actually have to use here in terms of archival ink is black, so we're going to have to go with that. So let's just see if I can pick up enough black ink here off this pad. Okay, I think it might be okay. All right, Now, instead of trying to stamp onto the heart and making a big mess of it, I'm going to take the first one and I'm going to pop it onto the actual stamp. So let's see. Okay, looking good. I'll accept that. And this one here, I'm just going to use part of the stamp. I'm going to stamp off a little bit on this one. So I will be coming in from the top. So let's just ink that one up. And the paper's a bit lopsided, but it's okay. We will persevere on. So let's just go with that one there. Yeah, quite like that one. And then maybe the top little bit. Nice. Now you could see if you were doing this sort of stamping, you could do all sorts of colours on the hearts, and you could absolutely do different colours of archival ink. It doesn't come in blacks. Black's what I have, but if you've got archival ink, imagine if it was in the gold. That would look lovely. Silver, depending on what chain you're going to use. All right, I'm going to have to give those stamps a clean a little bit later. So these are ready to go. And what I want to do now is put some UV resin over the top of them. I'm going to pop these hearts onto this clear tray, which does fit into the UV light, and I'm going to also just bring them up and have them sit on two paddle pop sticks, because I'll do the front first and then we'll go back and do the other side. So this is the UV resin. Again, this is the hard type UV resin. I've just purchased this one off Temu. I'm not a big user of resin at this point, just experimenting with that, and this is what we're using today. So just making sure I'm not putting my hands in it at all, just being very, very careful. I'm just going to pop this over the top of the heart, and then I have some silicone pieces. And they're not paintbrushes, just like silicone points, and just going to use that to push that UV out to the edge. Trying not to get it down the hole because I don't want it to. If it gets any sort of bubbles in it, you can come across and quickly go over it with a barbecue lighter. Now, I probably will come back with gloves just to do the edge. Sometimes it's good if you can get your fingers in there and just make sure that it goes right to the, like around the outside edge, I mean. But this will be fine for the moment. There we go. All right, let's go and get that one underneath the curer and come back and have a look and see what they look like. Okay, these have had 2 goes at 3 minutes and they're looking okay. Now there are some imperfections in there, but like I said, very, very new to all of this, so I'm going to let that one sort of go. I will bring back the paddle pop sticks, because for the other part of this, which is around the back and the edges, I'm just going to pop the resin on, and then I'm just going to run my finger around and place it face down and give it another crack. And I might have to go twice in the UV. Yeah, twice in the underneath the lights. Sorry, just had something go down the wrong way. All right. You'll notice that my fingers are also starting to get a little bit of red on them, so I think some of that alcohol ink is having a bit of a shift as well. Be careful not to get it all over the other side, which is exactly what I have done. That one's okay. Okay, I have got it all over me, but I can dispose of these gloves, and really the purpose of this was just really to seal at the back. So I'm going to take these gloves off, get this into the light, and to get the gloves off safely, pulling one down and then coming back, scrunching that one hand, pulling it back over the other, and that way they are safely disposed of. Lid on, and I'll give these ones, because there are a few bubbles here and there, so I'll get this going. All right. You might be wondering why these are looking a little bit bleh. It's because I've sanded them back down a little bit just to see if I can fix the fronts of them up. What happened was I stuck my big fingerprint on it and it made it look awful. So I sanded it back down with the intention of putting another layer on and just seeing if I can fix up that particular mistake. So that's what I'm doing here now. Okay, I think we're finally there. They look really good. Now, originally I was going to put gold on these, but because they've got black, I had a look through my supplies and I actually have these which have a silver clasp on them. And I thought, using up the stash, you've heard me say it a few times, and I've got these findings here. So if I can use one of the bigger ones and pop in one of those silver that went through the actual heart itself, we might be able to call this done. Right, I would have been more happier with the drill precision. So that's something I can go back and fix up. But I managed to get it through and clamped, and then it's just a matter of sending this bit through. And this just has a simple latch on it. It came with the resin kit that I bought, and there you have it. You have a nice little heart-shaped pendant to wear. So like I said, I might come back and just redo that once I do have one of those little handheld drills. I think I'll get I'll feel better that it's connected when I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the next one. But this has been a bit of a fun project. Learned a lot from that. I hope you also learnt a lot about what not to do. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.